Raise your horns high and let your spirit flow. It's the classic metal wrap-up show. Feel the rush, let the loudness grow. It's the classic metal wrap-up show.
The attack never slackens.
Gotta drink the high life. I buy a new suit, black skin and necktie. I'm in with the leaf and imitate till I never really get it till I hear. I got no fear 'cause I'd rather the breakdown. I stand quitting to the edge of the big town. I'm the man of the people and the home of the brave. And I'm no man's slave 'cause I'm free. I deserve everything I can get. I'm American. If you voted for the man, you're wasting time. He's got his fingers sticking in for one spot. The news can't wait to promote so the government is selling. I got this plan in motion, countdown. Assassinate, terminate, slap down. It's a war in my head and it needs to be said. If they think they can take me to bed, 'cause I'm free. I deserve everything I can get. I'm American, 'cause I'm free. And I'll get everything I can get. I'm American, American. What do you believe in? What are you living for? You want what they're selling you? Another television war?
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Queensryche right here exclusively on your classic metal wrap-up show. Jeff Tate and company bringing that to you. I'm American from Mindcrime 2. And here's a guy with a evil mind full of crime on his own, my co-host, partner here, Mr. Andrew Richard. How are you doing, Andrew?
How we doing, sir? Can you believe it's been 20 years since that album came out? Time just flies.
It just flies by, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, well, first off, we should both admit we're both suffering from some head colds or allergies. Springtime is here in Southern Oregon, and my voice is going to sound weird. My nose is running like a faucet. I probably should have gone to the store and got one of my brother's Breathe Right strips to help. It's a horrible condition. How about you, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm feeling it myself because it can't decide if it wants to be 85 or 35 degrees outside.
Oh,
So
that's the best time of year.
And it's causing all
The bipolar
tornadoes and all kinds of shit. The weather's on the rag.
Yes, your Tornado Alley is alive and kicking apparently this spring, and Here in Southern Oregon, no, none of that to speak of. Just extreme sun and heat for us here. Lack of rain the last couple of weeks, which means spring has sprung, the grass is growing, the pollen's flowing. My sinuses are out of control. It's the one time of the year here in Oregon that really hits me. I'm not used to it. Us Neelys get congested and get the sinus problems going. Now, all of you out there are wondering, why is Evil wearing this weird thing on his head and this hat of some sort? And what is Andrew dressed up as here? And in case you don't know, the big news for us here, because we are Queensryche fans, and both of Jeff and the band, the two entities, I think, at this point in time, but he has announced he is releasing Mindcrime 3, ladies and gentlemen, on the 3rd of May in 2026. So one of his things he's been doing here, I'm going to share this with you guys so we can go over here. The reason why we have these hats on, ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason why we do these things. It's not just for shits and gigs, okay? I'm going to move this over here. Now we're going to go into this folder, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you some things here that have popped up on the intrawebs lately in case you guys haven't seen this. So let's take a look here. Come on, baby. Let's open that up for us. As you're going to see here in just a second. So Jeff Tate has come out with this posting. Contest time, more tour dates out of the Operation Mindcrime tour. Check the dates with the link below and post a photo in the comments of you in your best hat in the city where you'll see the show. I'll pick up my 10 favorite photos. Winners receive 2 meet and greet passes to say hi after the show and 2 tickets to the show. All tour dates listed. I'll pick 1 winner a day and the comment winner on their photo and comment on their photo. Comment winner on their photo. Ladies and gentlemen, this is amazing. Look at the hat he has chosen here. Do you see this? Are you? Now, on another post on Instagram, he said, "Let's see the unique hats." So,
Well, that
now
one's
how this that's definitely a unique hat, even for Jeff Tate. That's a unique look. Now, my understanding is from an inside source, so I can't reveal, is that not only is this contest taking place, but Jeff has taken this hat thing to a whole new level. Apparently, possibly, and maybe woven into the fabric of Mindcrime 3, that some of the characters may have to wear unique hats in order to be identified in the future, ladies and gentlemen. So, me and Andrew obviously put on a hat that's very similar to what Jeff wears, and I have a very unique hat myself to distinguish myself in the future. But he also explained this whole plot line apparently is going to be about Dr. X and his life, because we don't know much about him. Now, that was the contest. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me find the photo here. I submitted a photo for the contest. Let's take a look at the photo I submitted. And as you see here, ladies and gentlemen, this was received a like by the author. So Jeff Tate has liked Wendell in the racing helmet, ladies and gentlemen. My brother Wendell, which will come up later in this episode when we discuss Wendell's unspoken racing career. We got footage of his racing career that he never shared. He didn't want to show you guys the true footage. Yes. But so there is a slight chance that if I go back and fix this and put Arcata Theater or whatever venue, and he picks Wendell's helmet as the winner for that date or whatever, then does that mean that either I or Wendell will receive 2 tickets for a meet and greet, and someone needs to put a helmet on, correct? And show up backstage and meet Jeff with his hat and take photos?
Yeah. Maybe this is where the Neely brothers will finally reunite.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's Steel Piston. I'll save that for later. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. You can't see that one. Okay, and so yeah, as you can see, it's not just like a maybe. We'll show you this one here as evidence. Jeff Tate likes your photo comment. So that is the real Jeff Tate who's liking Wendell's helmet. So he approves. Yes, the real Jeff. He approves of the safety conscious Wendell Neely in his racing helmet. So that's where it started. Now, where it continues on is that, let me find the next one. Jeff has been seen out in his hat in various places now, and he's exploring the world, and with his new theme of a unique hat, he's clearly wine tasting somewhere in Europe by the cobblestone, I'm going to guess, and quite frankly, he's got his new unique hat on while he's doing so. So then it goes further. In case you guys didn't hear, during the recording sessions to get into the Mindcrime 3 atmosphere, he decided that everyone in the studio must wear unique hats. Don't you think that's going to help the overall camaraderie of the project, Andrew?
Hey, first of all, I'm gonna add some logic to this picture right here. If we were to get into the mind of one such as Mr. Tate, you would have to understand that when he says, gentlemen, put on your thinking caps, literally, he means, of course, uh, put on your thinking cap. And what better way to come up with unique ideas than putting a unique garment upon your cranium?
Exactly. He is preoccupied with the headwear. And now I, as a man who's follically challenged like Jeff and Stevie Rochelle and Rob Halford, we all explore various ways to cover up this malformity of a dome that we have going on at various stages. All of us who follically challenged, unable to produce the hairs needed to shelter our poor craniums. So hats are one way to take care of that. Wigs are another way to take care of that. You could go chia pet like our boy Stevie Rochelle. Hold on, and do that, or go ahead.
I said Don Dokken does both.
There you go. You can do a combo of a wig and a hat, as Evil sometimes is now doing.
Right on
So
in.
I just wanted to make sure you guys understand. Now, I have asked before, what does the cowboy hats and these unique headwear have anything to do with Mindcrime? And no one can seems to find the link but Jeff. Jeff makes it so. That's the way it works.
Of course.
So there's that. And then we go back over here. I believe he's got, so his gigs of the future for Mindcrime 3 might include this hat wearing band. Got band members wearing unique hats on stage. Here's his with his hat on stage, with his sandals.
Flops.
Kind of an
That's
acoustic showdown.
Heterosexual. Quite
Maybe
like.
a streamlined maybe this streamlined touring options. He'll do smaller coffee houses and venues, and he just
Trying to make these gigs more intimate, and what better way than to go to the local college coffee shop? And you gotta be hip, and here in the now frontier with all the young folks, they like to dress homeless. So I designed my hat, quite frankly, to be Bag Lady meets Dr. Seuss, and then I wore the most appropriate footwear. Kids these days, they're into the most lazy form of everything: flip flops, Crocs, other jackassery pieces of clothing and such. So you got to fit in, so the kids think that you're hip.
nothing says current hipness than a 60-plus-year-old man in some sandals with a frappuccino and a boho hat
Yeah.
on the corner
Well, I'm
stage.
gonna say this, and people can tell me whatever the fuck. If you are a dude and you're not on a boardwalk or a beach, get those goddamn flip flops or sandals off your fucking feet. Boardwalk, beach, only two appropriate places. Maybe hotel, pool. Other than that, just fucking stop.
But this is how Mindcrime 3 tour might be launched into the Mindcrime 3 acoustic. Because that's going to be the best way for the songs to be translated. So,
Have you heard the Eyes of a Stranger acoustic? That translates so well.
so anyways, just wanted to show you that that's what Jeff is currently up to. Mindcrime 3 out May 3rd. We'll be very interested. The saga of Dr. X is what we understand is happening there. So a couple of things. What's that?
Are we going to do the breakdown when it comes out?
Oh, I think we're most certainly going to have to. At least if he puts out a first single, we take it
Yeah.
track by track and analyze for sure, and compare to the other. The first one is a masterpiece. The second
Of
one, in my
course.
opinion, not so much. Hopefully, the third will redeem itself.
Well, the story with the second one is it's not even the actual band that recorded it. He went and did it all behind their backs, released it under the name, and the band just toured on it, is what the word is out there.
On two,
And yeah, and like that's part of when the dictatorship of the band started, that really started to kind of be the beginning of the end, because that was like 06, and then by 2013 or 2012 rather, so that 6-year run is like when it really started going downhill, and then they're like, fuck this guy.
and in that video we just watched, who's the blonde guitar player? Is that Paul Crook from
No, that was
Anthrax?
Stone. Like Stone.
Oh, Stone. He just bleached his hair, so I didn't recognize him. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Now he dons a hat quite like this, and he's back in the band and replaced Parker Lundgren.
Yes. Let's see here. Let me go back to that though. We still have a couple more things we want to preview here later.
Actually, I just realized this. So Mike Stone was in, who replaced Kelly Gray, who replaced Chris DeGarmo, and then Parker Lundgren replaced Mike Stone, and then Mike Stone replaced the guy that replaced him.
That's, I think, because Stone was in the band that I saw last year with the other, with De La Torre, or I can't say it.
Todd Latore.
La Torre. I always want to say De La Torre. I don't know why. It just scrolls more off my tongue. I don't know. Okay, so the musical chairs that has taken place, but Mindcrime 3, produced by John Moyer of Disturbed, featuring, apparently this was all written with that Kieran Robertson guitar player that Jeff keeps in his solo band, and they co-wrote this whole thing together. So,
who I believe is his son-in-law. Now, I believe he's married to, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he's married to Emily.
well, and we may have to take a break here after you guys see some. We may come back and discuss. We may have to discuss the Tate daughters and some of the photos that you have found that you've shared with me, because some of those are pretty. All right, let's keep moving along here, though, for this moment. I'm going to bring this back down here. Hold on, you guys. You're going to want to see this. So back to the files over here. Something that Bob Leather brought to my attention that you guys can take a look at. Look at this gem. So Bob just texts me this. I get this photo.
Bruce Kulick.
No, originally the photo just comes through on its own. You just get this on your phone and you're like, what the? And then you get the Bob Leather commentary, which is the second part of the thing that you like to hear about, because this is the fun of Bob Leather. So let me see here if I can go to that. That's some rape ass Greek Jew shit there.
Jesus Christ. That's Bob.
Bob Leather calling it out. See, no holds barred. Now, I love me some Bruce Kulick, but that picture is definitely an odd photo.
It is.
And to call it some rape ass Greek Jew shit.
Who the fuck is he with in that? Is that like a fan at a convention?
That's his wife. That's his wife.
Wife.
That's his wife. That is his wife. I've seen other photos of her, but yes, as they're getting older, this is what they're, now let's go back one photo, because I think you guys should. I mean, I'm just fascinated that what is Bruce doing with this hair? I mean, these guys and their hair. It's all. Now we know this is his real deal, and he's trying to salvage it, but the dye is just causing it to turn into a permanent.
Okay, but are you not seeing exactly who else in a band he was in that has the same fucking hair? Because that's definitely a Gene style.
And do you think he keeps the hair like that in case he gets the call?
Maybe.
So he's remember that was when he first got hired in like 84. What did Paul tell him? Don't cut your hair.
Yeah, don't cut your
hair. Maybe he keeps the hair kind of long and dyed, and just in case he gets the call that he may have to go back up on stage with the Kiss Machine at some point in time. I'm just telling you. So there is that one.
Years, I've been kind of like, it should be him anyway, but you know what? I'm going to tell you this. I went back in time and visited Sonic Boom because I was bored this week and realized that like the best song on that album was the Tommy Thayer song. So you know what? Maybe Thayer was right for the assignment at the time.
And for the last few Kiss albums, I think the best song has been not Gene or Paul's, in my opinion. Even we were discussing Psycho Circus, Into the Void, Ace's song is the best song on the album.
Right. So I think if you're the Spaceman, you have the best song on the album.
Yeah.
Even if
Yeah,
it's
get the
fake
one.
Spaceman.
So let's keep scrolling through here. We have a couple other things we're going to share with you. Let's kind of randomly pick them off one by one. Things I thought that were unusual. There's him in this. Now, here is our friend. Now, remember, ladies and gentlemen, last week I showed you. Let me see if I can find that one too, if it's in here. I don't know. It's in here somewhere. Give me. We get to that. We get to that. We get to that. There he is. Okay, so this is. He debuted this new look. I call it the Dapper Dawn kind of a thing going on here. He's got the, I think it's a pipe in his hand. He's got the substitute history teacher or geography teacher look. A traveled man, a man of means, like
Village
Wendell.
People mustache.
Yeah. And let me see if I can expand this a little bit here, guys. We'll make a little. There you go. So this is the new look for your front man of L. If you went to LA Guns and this was on stage, would you think you're at an LA Gun show or would you? Okay.
I would think I
And
was
then-
at
Then when we get back up over here, now I said before he's been wearing a wig since God knows. Well, he's been wearing a wig a long time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll zoom in here so you guys can really see what's happening here. So he's been wearing a wig for a long time. This is just the original hairline and the hair color that he's been holding back under the wig all these years. But when you look back up here,
Is that a fucking mannequin? That's a what the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? Is he roommates with Johnny Monaco? What the fuck?
or Stevie Rochelle? Remember Stevie
Yeah.
Rochelle had the one in his gym?
Yeah, he did.
What's
the
with
fuck is
what's
all
with
these-
what's with these rocker guys with the mannequins? What are they? And look at he's got it dressed up like the mannequin is dressed up like he's
It has his clothes on. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe it's his stage.
And-
Let's pretend that
His
the
stage
stage function for it, and he just puts his stage clothes on it so they don't get. I don't fucking know. That's what the fuck. I don't like mannequins. That shit's weird to me.
it's in his living room. He's hanging out with it. And then if you really look though, the mannequin is dressed. What is he at the fucking Gangs of New York? Is he Daniel Day-Lewis's partner? What the fuck is he wearing? He's got these like trousers that look like they're old timey with the fucking tattered shirt and the suspenders. And then I think if we can scroll it back out here, hold on.
Fucking.
I'm
my
getting
thing-
from the way the hat looks. It looks like he has like the train boy or newspaper boy hat or
That's
something
what I
on
was
top
just
of it.
saying, fucking newspaper boy from the
Fuck.
40s.
So then I looked also because they got me looking in the back. He's got cats. Well, we all have cats. But he's got his cat tree back there, right? He's got Lemmy down here.
Yeah.
This must be his couch, his seating area. So Phil in
He's
the
got
living room
something
with his
on the wall. I can't make
and
out if
it
that's
looks like
or
yeah. This thing.
what that is. I don't
And then
know.
but it looks like the mannequin's up on a pedestal in the living room or something. That's weird.
Fucking bizarre.
Weird. This is all weird. So things that evil notices that come across my screen on the internet. Now, moving along, I showed you this, and the reason why this annoyed the shit out of me, because I'm gonna go see Sebastian Bach on this Boatnik. This is my local town, my shitty little town's fucking yearly rock show. Now they're doing Sebastian Bach on Friday night. I think there's country or some shit Saturday night, and then Plush on Sunday night or whatever. Maybe there's something. Maybe the boat races are Saturday night. But the point is, AI. They completely AI'd this whole.
It's so fucking annoying.
So it doesn't even. I mean, if you really get in here, that it kind of looks like Sebastian, but this isn't Plush.
Yeah,
What?
where's Mariah?
That's not. Mariah doesn't look like that.
No, she does not at all.
That looks more like Bella, and Bella's no longer in the band, and Bella doesn't sing. Now the bass player does look like Ashley, but is what? So some fucking idiot has got the wrong fucking, or the old, took an old photo of plush and then AI fucked it all up. I don't know how they do. I don't use AI, so
Remove the main player from the far.
yeah, they don't have the little 4 foot midget girl that's all thick and chunky at the front end.
Holy
So,
shit.
and I'm not knocking you, Mariah, because I'm a big guy and I'm chunky. You know, you're actually a cute girl. I know Ruben gave you a lot of shit, but for Mariah, you're actually a cute little girl. But the point, and you can sing like a motherfucker.
Fair. We'll be fair. We're gonna throw somebody under the bus a little bit right now, and it's not me being malicious, it's me being honest. I think that Ruben threw Mariah under the bus because Mariah was friends with Aiken. That's what I think.
Definitely seemed to be a thorn with the Aiken and the gurus and other people that are in his line of work of interviews. But so
No hate, dude. I'm an honest fucking person. Ruben, no hate, but I'm not gonna fucking lie for anybody. And if
so
I'm wrong, but I don't think I am, man.
yeah, he could stay in the interview game if that's what he wants to do. But AI fucked up plush. It doesn't. So whatever. The good news is my Sebastian Bach ticket, if I buy it early, is only $30. I think that's a pretty fair price to see Sebastian Bach. So,
Yeah.
if you wait day of show like everything else, so they're gonna butt fuck you. I think it's $50 at the gate. All right, well let's get it. Well, we have some of that to cover too. Let me make sure there wasn't anything else before this. Okay, so we'll go this way. So we'll get right into this. So Nikki Sixx is on a tangent on X, most social medias recently, arguing with people and saying shit. We'll start with this one. Does Nikki still have his Mick Mars tattoo? Yes, but it's a sad reminder that someone whom you saved their life can still betray you. Now, Andrew,
Yeah.
in what way do you think that he saved Mick's life?
I don't know.
Like
Help
when
him.
you think
Fucking know.
when you think about saving someone's life,
Yeah.
that's like you showed up and they were having a heart attack and you did some CPR
On a
and you
fucking meatball or something.
and you put the Heimlich on them and you got the maybe they're in a car accident or something and you extracted them from the vehicle before it exploded like an action movie.
Maybe they're drowning in Lake Superior and you dive in.
Yeah. You do a little lifesaver mission Baywatch style. But I cannot see under any circumstance, because if anyone knows how Motley Crue operated, Bob Deal, Mick Mars, never hung out with these guys at all in any way. He would go on stage and perform, and then he was off to his own place, his own thing. He's not hanging out with these knuckleheads. So I don't remember reading anywhere, and I've read a lot of stuff about, I'm a big Crue fan, guys. I've been a fan since, 87 when I heard Girls, Girls, Girls. I was 10 years old. Thought it was the coolest fucking thing I ever saw. Guys on the bikes, chicks in the video, the strippers. I was just like, these motherfuckers are living it up. This is what I want to do. Like all of you guys. And so my point is, I'm realizing that more and more, this guy is just I mean, I knew he was fake, but he's really fake and he's completely full of shit on a Bret Michaels type of level at all times. There is no way he saved Mick Mars's life. Now, if he's trying to claim that Motley Crue bailed him out of financial duress because of divorces or whatever, fine. But everything I ever read, does Mick ever say I was a heroin junkie and Nikki came in and, saved me, called 911? No, those stories don't exist. It's the other way around, right? Nikki's supposedly the heroin junkie. So what is he talking about? Save the life can still betray you.
I mean,
If someone betrayed you in a band and you had their name tattooed on you, Andrew, would you keep it on you?
well, first of all, I'd never get another man's name fucking tattooed. If I would, or let me put it this way. If I'd never get a girlfriend's name tattooed on me, why the fuck would I get another man's name tattooed on me? That shit is weird.
Now, Nikki has a lot of tattoos, so I'm sure it's just one of 900 on his body. But the
Still.
point is, that is odd. But like, why would they just put another tattoo over it? I have a cover-up tattoo. You guys all know you can get them lasered and taken off altogether. You can have them covered up. Do a cover-up piece. I got a cover-up piece. It's fine. I fucked up when I was, ladies and gentlemen, I was an 18-year-old kid in Mexico. Could you imagine what I'm the opposite of my brother. I lived life on the edge and was tattooed while I was heavily intoxicated in Mexico and dove into a pool within 24 hours with no covering on my tattoo, only to watch the ink fade off into the chlorine of the water. So I have a cover up because that tattoo's fucked. The point is, what is he talking about? He is a fucking drama queen. And I think he's doing all this recently to drum up interest because their tour's coming up for the summer. I'm going to guess ticket sales are sluggish. I don't know that. I didn't research that yet. We might cover that on a future episode. See how many blue seats or available seats are on the ticket websites of some of these shows.
Well, I can tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago, no, longer than that, almost 3 years ago at this point. Whenever they did the second leg of the stadium tour with Def Leppard, but they had switched
Mm-hmm.
out Poison for Alice Cooper at that point.
Yeah.
That's when I seen them. And we waited until the day before the show to get our tickets. And the day before the show, them motherfuckers were knocked down to $30, which is why we went. Because I mean, fucking $30 for those three. Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah. Just like with me and Sebastian, about 30, anything really under $50 or $100, you're probably doing good on a major show. I'm not for Motley Crue, but if my son wanted to see them and they were in somewhat reasonable distance to drive by and tickets for that cheap, I'm going to go. I would take him to go.
I sat through Motley. I went for Alice and Def Leppard.
Yeah. But at this point, when I go, I've seen Motley a dozen times, literally, so I don't need to see them anymore myself personally. And that was back when they were still playing, I think, pretty fully live in the 90s and late 80s. So anyways, we'll go back over here. So then he also said, let me see if I can find it. Oh, wrong way. Then he said, did it go past it? Oh, what am I? I just saw it.
I can't seem to put your hands
Right here. There we go. This is the one. You should get Vince jogging or some Ozempic. Fat shit can't. I think he meant sing. Yeah. What an embarrassing thing to post to me about my singer who's been with me for 45 years. No matter what you think, he's my brother and you can go suck a dick.
Whoa! Okay.
Now, what I find funny about this one, ladies and gentlemen, is where was that defense for Mick?
Well, we'll put it this way, and I'm pretty sure it was either Tommy or Nikki, but I'm pretty sure it was Nikki, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Where was that defense whenever they replaced him with John Karabi and somebody had made a comment about Vince, why they got rid of Vince, and in the interview they said because we were like a speedboat towing a fucking skier, a 300-pound bag of blubber on skis or some shit like that.
Yeah, they've never had, during that whole period, they had nothing nice to say about each other. And although more them towards Vince, I don't remember Vince really saying much about them at all.
I don't remember him saying anything about them. And
no, he just walked away.
The funniest
I could
thing
be
is,
wrong. I didn't see it. I just think he walked away and didn't have nearly as much to say about them as they kept slagging him in the media.
Vince might have had a little bit of a fluctuation at that point. We're going to talk Neely a little. He might have been packing on the pounds slightly, but he wasn't anywhere as big as he gotten like a few years ago. So for them to say 300 pounds of blubber is kind of weird at that time. But my point is, they talk shit on him all the fucking time. As recently as a few years ago, remember him and Tommy Lee got in a fight and he broke Tommy's ribs because during rehearsal, Tommy called him fat or some shit.
Yes, I believe they've had altercations in airports. There's been multiple. It's very well known that T-Bone and Vince are not to be probably in the same room at this point in time. I mean, and I think during interviews they'll play nice. Like we've seen some interviews recently to do promotion where they had to be in the same spot and they play nice while they're in there, and I'm sure they can do that. But I've heard with some confident sources that prior to going on stage, Vince doesn't want to see him. Vince gets taken separately, straight to his spot, straight to the stage and away, and then back, and they don't interact. So there you go. But interesting that he's willing to defend the fat singer because of his 45 years of service, even though we know there was a number of years he wasn't in the band. And I'm not even knocking that. I'm just saying, like, wouldn't you have the same kind of defense? You say, well, I don't agree with Mick suing me and what's happened, but he's still my brother, and I hope he's all right, and we did a lot together. And he has none of that for him. It's just, well, I was backstabbed by somebody who I saved his life. He didn't save his life. This is all horse shit. And he's doing a lot of this interaction right now, I think, to drum up this stuff, which people are posting on rock websites to get his name and Motley out there because they're going to launch into this fucking big thing. So my question is, would it be bad for Vince to go jogging? No.
No.
Would it be bad for Vince to be on Ozempic? I don't know about that part. I'm not a
I wouldn't
pharmaceutical
do that.
kind of guy.
wouldn't
No,
do that
but
shit.
in defense, what a more appropriate response instead of what an embarrassing thing to post to me about my singer would be to say, Vince recently had a stroke. That's just an ugly thing for you to say. That's what I would start with, and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? Because part of this, I'm sure the running, jogging, maybe it can Vince run or jog after a stroke. So stroke victim is, so I cut actually now more days because of that. I'm cutting Vince some slack. Now we know why there might have been some complications over the years. He's had multiple strokes. So we're going to go through back over here. Get back to that in a minute. So this is what I think you should conquer.
yeah.
Nikki, address this. Whatever's happening here. Maybe address the fact that you and your wig and him and his wig are fucking jokes.
That is.
Well, and they did this whole interview with this showing and never once said, cut. Hey, T-Bone, fix the wig, dog.
Yeah.
They just let him hang. I mean, clearly he's got no hair. I mean, this is way up the head, bro. This is, if George Costanza was in Seinfeld, he'd draw the line right here and he'd say, Tommy, if you're past this line, there's no going back.
Oh, yeah.
You've lost the follicle war like evil. Give it up. But, and it's bad enough that he does the Brett Michaels headband like I do. The Stevie Rochelle, Brett Michaels headband to the wig look covers up the line, hairline. And T-Bone didn't get that message.
Stevie just puts the whole cap on over his. I'll give Stevie this, as much of a prick as I think he is. He does the beanie cap. Fair enough. You at least know he's not trying to fake it anymore. Like, I think he's past that. So I can give, like I said, I try to be fair. And I could be fair with him on that he doesn't fake like he's like that shit.
Well, all of these guys, if they don't get cool futuristic hats, unique hats, then they're not going to be a part of the future of Dr. X's Mindcrime. Dr. X is going to eliminate all of them because they didn't have the proper headwear per Jeff Tate.
Yeah.
So find your unique hats, gentlemen, right? Like this one.
Raise your horns high.